This is a very odd situation because right away, Liberty and Abraham had tension. Abraham married Liberty under some very sketch conditions. He set about getting married just to get money, and Liberty was immediately unhappy. Now she has a chance for happiness on her own terms in a much more honest situation, I think. And Sarai also seems very happy. So I don't know. I guess we have to let this play out and see how it goes. Wow, look at that. Oh, it was fine. But for someone who is unflirty, who maybe has some hesitations around romantic scenarios, I think this is pretty great. I don't know what Sarai's hesitations are. It could be all kinds of things. There could be so many reasons why someone is reluctant to engage or wants to wait or just doesn't feel romantically engaged until there's some emotional groundwork first. There's all kinds of reasons for this. And any of these could apply to Sarai. It seems to have clicked with Liberty. And I think that's pretty great for them. Of course, now we have to break the news to Abraham. And how is that going to go? Is he going to be cool with this? Because after all, he got what he wanted. He got the money. He got to invest in the house. He got to invest in making his home look really great. So is he going to be cool with this? Or is he going to feel jealous that his literal spouse is having feelings for and going on dates with his roommate? There could be some real drama about this. Was there a fire? Oh, this was he's just thinking about past parties. Hey, shall we go? Should we go to a club? Should we go to a club? Let's go. It's 10 in the morning. Let's see if there can be any kind of romantic interactions between Abraham and Sarai. Sarai is very tired after getting home from their date with Liberty. Oh. Okay. We have a very strong interaction here, woohoo and shower. Is Sarai going to be willing to go along with this? Let's see. They are standing up. Is Sarai into it? Oh, they are very into it. Okay. Sarai might be unflirty, a little cautious around romantic interactions, but they are clearly into woohoo. Okay, we'll let them do this. Jem is going to sell a painting. Wow, this is drama. This is real lore happening right now. Okay, Liberty is going to the bathroom in the upstairs attic bathroom and will not catch these two woohooing in the downstairs bathroom. Let's see how Sarai's relationship meter is going to change. Okay, Sarai has no pink bar with Abraham. They are just woohoo partners. Just woohoo partners. So I guess maybe this really could be a question mark successful three-way relationship. Liberty still doesn't know what's going on. She has not caught them. Let me check her relationship boundaries because she is married to Abraham. But if you look closely, Liberty's pink bar with Sarai is larger than her pink bar with Abraham. I would like them to travel somewhere together so they can have a conversation about their relationship. Where will the two of them go to have a conversation about their relationship? An evening trip to the museum might be romantic for the two of them. Discuss healthy relationships. What would a healthy three-way relationship really look like? We want to ask about romantic boundaries. Oh, she just wants to look at this garden cart. Well, let's look together. Let's begin by looking at art. How do you like this composition? Do you think it has balance? What is your feeling on the harmony? Do you feel it has dynamism? Now you can ask about your boundaries. What do you think about Sarai? Do you think we need a third? Non-physical romance will trigger jealousy. Woohoo will trigger jealousy. So, the woohoo that Abraham had with Sarai is going to trigger Liberty's jealousy. No. This means that if Liberty has a physical romance and non-physical romance, that Abraham is going to feel jealous. Okay, that's what that means. Now, he needs to learn what her boundaries are. I don't know what her boundaries are. Maybe I can find out in the profile. She will also be jealous if he expresses non-physical romance, physical romance, and woohoo. She will be jealous if she learns that Abraham has been woohooing with Sarai. I think Abraham, at least, is going to be open to exploring boundaries. What is this? Ask to accept woohoo. Let's find out if Liberty will accept Sarai as Abraham's woohoo partner. Will not feel jealous. Okay, this is excellent. This is so good. Thank you, Liberty. Thank you for being open to Abraham and Sarai exploring their feelings for one another. Now, Liberty needs to ask Abraham to reconsider his boundaries so that maybe Liberty and Sarai can get to know each other a little bit better. Let's ask about non-physical romance. We will have to ask another time. But in the meantime, maybe they can work on their relationship together. I don't know why we have to force a dichotomous choice. Why can't we have a three-way relationship? Two Goths and a nerd living together happily, supportively. Even if Liberty and Abraham's relationship was a little bit contrived, they really have found a wholesome, loving relationship with each other. They like art. They talk about relationship dynamics. Liberty and Sarai like talking about grilled cheese and board games. I think that there is room for everyone to get something that they like. Now, all we have to do is ask Sarai about their relationship boundaries. Okay, that last interaction was a little less positive. We can go home now. However, what remains is to talk to Sarai about how they feel about being part of this three-way relationship dynamic. That will be a conversation to have a little bit later. But these two seem to have worked things out, and I think that's pretty great for them. We're back at the house now. Let's see if Abraham can talk with Sarai. I don't want to end the woohoo partnership. I guess I'm going to leave it exactly as it is, because if Abraham and Liberty are both comfortable with Abraham woohooing with Sarai, and if the two of them are also comfortable with Liberty potentially woohooing with Sarai, then everything is kind of okay for the time being. The guitar that used to sit here is missing, and I bet it is in someone's inventory. It's not in Glenn's. Oh, Abraham has a lot of fish. There it is. The guitar was hiding in Abraham's inventory. I think I will let Sarai practice for a while. I wonder if Sarai will come upstairs and play chess with Liberty again. Maybe they can talk about their relationship a little bit. Now, we do keep getting the unflirty interactions when we choose the flirtatious category. However, we've always had success with that, just like here. So I think that both Sarai and Liberty are pretty comfortable with each other in this regard. And I think that there are a lot of ways to potentially interpret this unflirty trait of Sarai's. I think that they like to get to know someone pretty well before they would consider them as any kind of romantic, woohoo-oriented kind of partner. They want to get close to someone and have a good sense of who they are first. And maybe that's why Sarai is willing to go to so many parties and events, because they are kind of a socially oriented sim. They like to get to know people. They like to be open to these possibilities, even though they move slower than other people. They aren't closed off to these possibilities. They just move slowly, and they need people to understand that about them if anything is going to be at all successful between the two of them. And in fact, I saw a first kiss interaction. Will Sarai and Liberty share their first kiss on the balcony tonight? Yes, yes they will. Look, there they go. That's great. That's really sweet. Wait, there was something negative here. So Liberty did have a negative reaction, a negative relationship reaction in some regard, but I still think that they're pretty solid. I bought Liberty a computer so that she can play video games, and I am going to lock this so that only she can play. This is going to be her computer alone. Wow, Sarai is just really happy to be in such amazing relationships. And I have no idea if these relationships are going to thrive or if everything is going to end in tears. But for now, things seem to be working pretty well. Glenn is doing some harvesting over here, and he is actually getting very shaggy. I am going to have him come over here and shave his facial hair a little bit. He is a very, very shaggy hippie. Abraham, Sarai, and Liberty are doing so well. I actually ought to focus on some of these other household members just a little bit. Who is Glenn? Who is our hippie over here? What is he up to? What does he like to do? Well, we know he gardens. He also plays the guitar a fair bit. Hey, that romance bar just came up for him. Did it come up in response to Sarai? Does everyone like Sarai? Sarai is so main character. I love that for them, but also that is such a burden. That is such a weight to carry. Could I do that to them? Could I arrange a household wherein everybody loves Sarai? Is that the kind of game we're going to have? Would Glenn the hippie like to be woohoo partners with Sarai? Let's see how this goes. It could go terribly. They've learned each other's woohoo interests. Sarai doesn't seem disgusted by it. Let's build up their relationship a little bit. Did I see a bold pickup line? Yes, I did. Is that going to create tension with Abraham over here? Maybe I can send Abraham over here to get some water. Oh no. This is going to trigger Abraham's jealousy. However, Sarai and Glenn had some very positive interactions in that regard. What does that look like for them? No pink bar. How is it that I have an unflirty sim that everyone wants to flirt with? But also, am I, the player, being untrue to Sarai's character by allowing all of these other sims to flirt with them? I have kind of decided, story told, that Sarai likes to get to know people first before forming these kind of bonds with people. And Sarai and Glenn have quite a solid relationship. Look at this. Their green bar is half full. They have a good, solid friendship. They've lived with each other for a while. They are going to woohoo in front of Abraham. How's Abraham feeling about this? He seems okay. This is a very spicy household. I think that Sarai is confident in themselves. I think they understand who they are and what they want. And more importantly, I think Sarai understands their boundaries. I think they understand what they want and what they expect out of relationships.